Monday, September 15th, outskirts of Tyr. The battle for Madrigal lasted 4 days without pause. Shiva fell on the first night in a spectacular dream duel with Rabican, one of the 9. No one expected this. We have never before challenged one of the Fallen and won. But the truth behind the victory is stranger than any of the rumors. Apparently the 9 found the severed head of one of Balor's enemies from the old days, buried out in the desert under several tons of sand and rock, and managed to start talking to the thing. Balor is the power behind the Fallen Lords, and we figure his enemy is our friend. They say that the head had an old score to settle with Shiva, and told Rabican that her one weakness was vanity, and showed him how to exploit it. The head appears to know something about everything, and now it has us looking for an artifact called the Total Codex. It's been located in the ruined city of Covenant, but the first group sent to retrieve it has not returned. In a few minutes, Rabican himself is going to send a few of us through a world knot to Covenant to bring back the Codex.
Get clear of the knot!
Yeah, we need to get out of the range of those Solus, and we need to clear the knot to let a few more of our guys come through.
Yes, sir.
And in this case, unfortunately for those Solus, there are veteran archers. Yeah, see ya. Set them up over here. We've got one more unit to come through the knot. Our journeyman, who's our nominal leader for this mission, he's the guy who's tasked with getting the codex for us. So as you saw and heard in the narration, this ties into the movie that the prologue movie, where there was one of our agents
Let's go.
found a severed head out in the ruins somewhere. A few of the bits and pieces of the plot are coming together here. Now, since this is a Bungie game, they're not going to spell everything out, at least not in ways easily accessible to most players. They like to let their fans indulge in crazy speculation about what's actually going on in these games. But we will have some more bits of the plot being revealed. Now, as to what we want to do right now, probably don't want to go charging through this narrow corridor here into low ground surrounded by Solus. So let's move the archers up just a little bit.
Yeah.
Make sure that our dwarves are protected. I'm going to split our warriors up into 2 groups.
We're moving.
And have those guys do a little bit of scouting to the south.
Yes, sir.
Well, I think I'm going to take one of these warriors here and use him to go harass the Solus. Our archers should be able to take them out.
Yes! All right. Yes?
Let's make sure we don't lose an archer already.
Right.
Send the warrior in after him. We have to the north here. Still just some goals in a Solus. Okay. I believe
Your orders, sir.
Go ahead and move on into that central area. And heal up my battered archer there. As you can see, the camera is kind of up against the edge of the map there. We also can't move the camera too far out of places where our units can see.
Yes.
Step aside.
That's a persistent goal. And look where it got him. Send our warrior up here just in case that Solus tries to get ornery. Let's keep these guys moving.
Got it. We're moving.
Solus doesn't appear to be interested in bothering us. Here's a weird little thing. You'll notice there's a shadow here of these two columns with a crosspiece. Also a shadow over here of some columns with a statue on top, a warrior, maybe, and a shield. Something else here, maybe some sort of bird of prey. But if you look at the actual columns, there's no crosspiece, no statues. This is not a sign of some ghost architecture or anything like that. It's just the fact that when Myth originally shipped, like I mentioned in an earlier film, they didn't have, you couldn't zoom out this level. So if you were at the default zoom level that Myth shipped with, you would never notice that the modelers just decided not to bother putting a crosspiece up here. Let's get our archers up here on the high ground.
Yes, sir.
And we have some red dots down here. Well, we did have some red dots. Which group is that? Okay, let's move these down here to check that out. Solus is finally coming after us.
Yes, sir.
So we'll just have our archers put them on hold here with the spacebar and wait until the Solus gets close enough for us to surprise him.
Yes.
Hey, move it.
Okay, meanwhile, I believe I've been noticed by quite a few bad guys down here.
We're moving.
Let's go back towards the main group. Actually, let's see if we can pull them into an ambush of our own here. Ow,
Yes,
ow,
sir.
ow, ow, ow. Should be able to
We're
mess them up pretty good.
Yes, sir.
If we can get them to walk right into our archers and dwarves.
Got it.
That was mine.
Yes, sir.
Alright, this is looking pretty good.
Got him.
Make sure to focus our archer fire, take down those Solus pretty quickly.
Yes. Step aside. Stand clear.
We may have to abandon this ridge here. I'm not sure I can clean up all those thrall before they get here. Well, maybe I can.
Hey. Yeah.
Getting kind of close.
Gosh.
Let's have our warriors
Sorry. We're on it.
finish these folks off. Okay. That went pretty well. We have a damaged archer, but we have plenty of journeyman healing roots. Let's use one of those. How are our warriors doing? They're in good shape. So let's send them off to start scouting around again.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. You'll notice that he doesn't get healed all the way back up. You can never heal a unit back to full health, just some percentage of his health. The percentage is different for some units. Most of the normal units are the same. The journeyman, I think the journeyman can only heal himself to a lower percentage, and then there's some large units that
Sir?
can be healed even less, so you have to be careful about
Yes, sir.
taking damage with them. Now here's a neat little thing that I don't think I mentioned before. You can see
What now?
when these large groups of units are moving around, they stagger the animations a little bit, so it doesn't look like a marching army of clones. You can also see that there's a certain percentage of units that will be left-handed. So that also serves to differentiate them just a little bit. Nice touch, I thought. Now, while I was talking there, I heard a noise of whites somewhere. Some quirk of the myth engine is here we go. You can see, even this is obviously way out of the line of sight of my units, but even for areas that are out of your line of sight, you can see discoloration and debris on the terrain. So we can see that something happened here to destroy the world map that we came through. So our line of escape is cut off there. And from the look of things with these pieces around here, it was a bunch of whites, some white commandos that came in and destroyed the world map. So, we're going to have to find some other path of escape. Well, let's head east here. You would think that we would have better directions on how to find the cathedral, since this is presumably the home city of some of our guys. The unit walking speed in Myth is, you can tell it's not terribly fast. Even when they're chasing some enemies, they just kind of mosey. That's actually a fairly important part of the gameplay. You have to kind of scout things out and make good decisions about where to deploy your guys, because
We're moving.
you can't just instantly recover from bad decisions. You have to, at least to some extent, plan out ahead of time where you need to be.
Move here, move there.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
We're moving.
Okay.
Yes.
I hear some noises out here. Yep, that's... Someone's taking a beating, and it's not me. That's probably the team that went in ahead of us to try to get the Codex. I think they're in the middle of meeting with an unfortunate end.
Yeah. Got it.
So let's head in that direction.
Yes. Yes.
There's a little Easter egg over here. This statue, if you zoom in on the book he's holding, it says it's the Book of Lanreb, which is not actually part of myth fiction or anything. It's just the name of one of the texture artists, Bernal. His name backwards. He decided to give himself a little bit of immortality in the book texture that he was making.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So this is another example of where, even though this is out of our line of sight, you can see the debris and the remains of battle. Nice little ring of our friendly forces here that got totaled. Probably got whited. Let's see if we can do better than they did. So we have some Solus coming up to menace us. And we know what the proper response for that is.
Yes.
And, wow, large number of thrall. Holy cow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's back up a little bit. Actually, let's run.
Yes, sir. Sir?
This guy, Greg, is hurting for certain.
Sir? Got it.
Now the goals are coming to party.
Burn!
Oh, come on! Well, at least that made them back off a little bit. Alright, I have a hurt archer to take care of here. How are my warriors? Still looking pretty good. Alright, move up.
Yes. Got it.
Off to the side here, we have another ghoul wandering around. I'm a little concerned about all the white bits that I've been seeing. Afraid a ghoul has one of those that he's going to try to toss at my units.
Yes, sir. And stay down.
Right now it looks like they're just kind of tossing battlefield debris at us. Sooner or later, though, I'm afraid I'm going to get a big bag of white pus tossed at me. Maybe right now.
Yes.
Well, still just tossing crap at me. That's not going to hurt very much.
Stand clear.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I don't want to chase those ghouls yet. Let's just hopefully keep an eye on them in case they come back to bother me.
Yes, sir. Your order, sir.
Boy, the rest of that army just kind of evaporated. I wonder where they went.
Okay.
That's okay with me. I'm happy to just deal with these. Ah, there's the expected white bit. Get over there and save my guy. Or the ghoul takes him down. Come on, come on, come on. Alright.
Got it.
Well done, fellas. Let's get him over here for some healing. The Solus are hanging out by the Book of Lanreb. So let's ooch up a little bit and
Yes.
see if we can engage them. Yep, there they come. All too easy.
That was mine.
Alright, let's swing around back to where we originally saw the carnage.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I should probably have my warriors switch sides. I keep hitting the wrong preset
Move here, move there.
for the wrong group of warriors. Hey, it's a lone white. And something glowing. I would bet that's the Total Codex.
Yes.
Oh, who's out there? Bunch of Solus again.
Yes.
And a bunch of Thrall behind them.
Step aside.
Yes, sir.
Got him! Hey, move it! Got him! Step aside!
Anybody else?
We're moving.
Step aside! Yes!
Oh yeah. Make up your mind. Yeah.
Let's give the dwarves room to work, boys.
We're moving.
Yeah.
Oh, don't do that. Alright, let's just let the warriors clean up.
We're on it. Let's get them. And stay down. Hey!
Yes.
Yeah!
I'm going to cheat just a little bit here with some foreknowledge of what's going to go on. As soon as the journeyman picks up the Total Codex, this turns into an escort mission, and I don't have control of the journeyman. So I'm going to go ahead and use up his last healing root here.
Yes, sir.
We'll rename him.
It's over here.
For some reason, he's going to be compelled to use his shovel to get this book. Maybe it's kind of embedded in the ground after the battle.
I've got it.
Okay,
Now we must flee.
and notice that his box has turned blue, which means he's allied, but not under my control anymore. So he's going to truck off to the south, and we have to keep him alive. Fortunately, he won't wander too far ahead of us.
Got it.
Alice is looking a little poorly there. Oh, by the way, you could argue about the gender of some of the dark side units, but certainly at least among the light side units, Alice is apparently the only female unit in Myth. So I guess we should take good care of her. Okay, so yeah, these ghouls are going to go pick on
Look out. The enemy is near.
our friendly journeyman.
We're moving. We're on it.
Step aside!
Don't shoot the archer. Don't shoot the friendly archer. Oh,
Casualty.
then, yeah, friendly fire. Great. Who was that? Looks like it was Marcia. Marcia. We have some more ghouls coming in. They're carrying white bits. So, yeah, we need to scatter out a little bit here with our warriors. Meanwhile, our journeyman is going to keep on trucking.
We're moving.
So we just have to kind of, I guess, screen for those goals as best we can. Wow,
Casualty.
Your
who did we
orders.
lose there?
Got it.
Fortunately, our journeyman is immune to paralysis.
Got it. Got it.
Make up your mind.
If he would just get a move on, we could probably get out of here.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Casualty.
Oh, our dwarves are getting picked on. Well, I think we're about clear, so I'm going to go ahead and save the game.
Hey, move it.
Yes, sir. This way. Yes, sir. This way.
So all in all, pretty good. I wish I hadn't really forgotten about that dwarf back there. Oh well.
Yes, sir.
We got the codex, and that's the important part. That's right, goals, back off.
That was mine.
Okay, I got a little sloppy at the end there. I'm so happy getting through those big battles that the goals toting white pieces sort of snuck up on me while I wasn't paying attention. Probably pretty lucky just to lose 3 units, although I'm a little upset that one of them was a dwarf. Shouldn't have been letting those guys lag so far behind. Oh well, maybe it was worth it. We have the Total Codex now, which should be able to answer any question, which sounds like a handy thing militarily. So let's see if we can escape with it and get it back to the High Command, which that will be on the next level.